So do Amazon pays for the damages caused by themselves? So in this video, I am going to demystify all those things. What are reimbursement? When are you eligible to get reimbursement of your product? What are the types of reimbursement? Is it damage caused by you, by Amazon, by the delivery guy, by the customer? We are going to break down all those type of things, all those type of product damages, and for which type of product damages, and by whom, when it is done by whom, then you are eligible for reimbursements. So I am first going to break down what are the types of reimbursements. Then we are going to see what is the time frame of those reimbursement to claim those. Then we are going to also look at exactly what is necessary for you to be done in those type of scenarios. So the first kind of reimbursement that you can get is from Amazon inbound shipments. So what it is exactly? So suppose you are sending in 100 units. You have created the shipment, you have booked the shipping agent, and your product is gone to Amazon FBA warehouse. And then when it is there, Amazon, instead of counting 100, they counted 90. That means you have 10 units missing. Now, for those 10 units, you can file and get a reimbursement. We can do the you can do the reconciliation of your inventory, the shipment that you have sent, and you can get the reimbursement, the money back. Now, what is the time frame? Suppose you have sent the inventory today and you have seen, okay, you have a missing 10 units. What is the time frame that you can file? You cannot go simply after 1 year of seeing this like missing units, and after seeing this missing units, you just simply waste 1 year, and after 1 year you go to Amazon and tell them, okay, 1 year back I have a shipment and it had 10 units left, like missing. I want the reimbursement. Amazon will simply like do not take care of your questions that much. So the time frame for getting reimbursement and filing the case for getting reimbursement for this type of FBA inbound shipment damage or missing units is 9 months. So within this 9 month period, you can reconcile. You can go and click on the FBA shipment. When you click on that, you can check the status, and it also shows how many products it received and how many was sent, and also shows what is the amount of like deviation from that, how much was missing and all. And at the same part, there should be another option to reconcile. When you provide like click on that button, it will ask for some details and it will automatically file a case for that. In that case, Amazon may ask you for invoice. If you're sending from like getting it from somewhere, Amazon may ask for bill of lading, how many quantities were there, or you can simply provide your suppliers invoice if you're getting from India or anything like that. So it is very easy to get. Now at the end, I am first going to like tell you all the type of reimbursement, and then I'm going to also tell you how much can you get in reimbursement. Now the second type of reimbursement that you can file and get reimbursement is lost and damaged units. Now this is the most common thing. This is the most common kind of reimbursement that every seller gets. And what it is exactly, if someone or some by Amazon or by the courier guy, the product is damaged, or Amazon loses any unit in their FBA warehouse. Amazon has like few lakh of products in their warehouse. So it is quite okay if they lose one or two products, right? So they often loses some of the quantity here and there in their warehouse. It might be in front of their eyes, but they are not able to find those because it is not getting inside their system. So they uses the software, the Flex. When you sign up for Flex, also if you get the option to do that, you also get the access to the same software that is used in Amazon's FBA warehouse. So maybe due to the software, sometimes the issue may happen. They loses some quantity, and then you are eligible for reimbursements. Now, how can you find it is basically, I have a full video on how to reconcile those kind of product and how to file a case for those loss and damage units. You can check the I button there to see the full video on that, how to file cases for the loss and damage units. Now, what is the time period for you to file this complaint that, okay, I have found that I have 10 units lost by Amazon? What is the time period? You cannot simply go after 2 years and say Amazon that, okay, I have 10 units, I have analyzed the report and I have seen that I have 10 units missing. That means you Amazon may have lost it or damaged your courier guy, your Amazon warehouse people may have damaged it. What is the period that you can go and file a complaint? So the time period for this kind of complaint to file the case is almost around 18 months. So it is a long period, obviously. You can go and file the case, and maximum of the time, if it is damaged or lost by Amazon, they give you reimbursements. Now, how much do they give you? I will talk about that at the end of this video. So the third kind of reimbursement that you can get is customer refund. So when a customer places a refund, okay, suppose your product you sent to a customer, the customer didn't like that product. They simply call to Amazon and Amazon gives a refund immediately. And it may happen that they do not send the products back because Amazon generally tells them you can send it back, and they generally do not send it back, or they send it after some times where there is no track of the things. A lot of product happen like this, a lot. So that is the kind of thing that you can get reimbursed for. What is the time period for that? So the time period for this kind of customer refund kind of lost products are almost 18 months. 18 months. Now the fourth reimbursement that you can get is FBA renewable order reimbursements. Now how does this occur and how it happens? So you have the option to create auto removal orders. So Amazon, when you send a product to Amazon FBA warehouse, Amazon basically signs you up for auto removal, or you can set it up automatically also. That is basically if a product is not saleable or not in saleable condition, maybe you have sent it on that damaged condition, the box was damaged, or anything like that, it is not in the condition to sell, Amazon simply returns that back. Or you can also do is, if some customers returns your product, then you can set in FBA settings that okay, I don't want the light touch prep service on. That means Amazon will not check the box. Every return will simply go back to your warehouse. Like Amazon will send it back to you, and you can check it manually. Okay, it is good to sell again, because Amazon generally do not check thoroughly whether the product is okay to sell again or not. That is main cause of negative reviews, because once a customer returns a product, they may use the product, it is dirty or not. Amazon do not check it by opening the box. They simply checks whether the box is good or not. Even though it is returned by a customer, it may be used, but Amazon just checks whether it is in saleable condition, the box is okay or not, and then they just put in the saleable inventory. And obviously when customer gets the product which was returned previously, and when customer sees okay it is used, they will leave a negative review. Obviously your brand reputation as is at risk. So every return product, for my products and all, I have the light touch prep service off. That means every return that customer gives, it Amazon do not check it and put it on the current inventory. It simply sends back to me. So what happens is sometimes in this renewable order, Amazon may send you a different product, complete different product. Suppose you are selling let's assume a bottle. Amazon may send you a slippers, something like that. It happens. Okay, Amazon has a lot of products, and this type of mistake happens, and it happens in a very huge quantity. Trust me. I've been selling for almost 3 years now, and I have received a lot of products similar to me, but from my competitors. I have received a lot of those. So to file a complaint for this, because it may happen that your product is very expensive and the product you got in removal order as a removal order is not that expensive. Obviously, you have cost associated with this because you were intended to check the product and send it back to Amazon FBA again. But since you have received a complete different product, so you cannot do those things. Obviously, it's a loss for you. That is why you need a reimbursement. So what is the time period for getting this type of reimbursement and filing a case that, okay, this was a renewable order ID and I have received 2 units completely different. You can send photos to them, just simply attach the images and your product's images. See, these are different. Just tell them. So what is the time period for filing case for this type of mistakes? So the time period for this type of mistakes is almost 18 months. So you can file a case within 18 months and you can get the reimbursements. So the next and the final kind of reimbursement that you can get is mistakes done by Amazon in processing your orders, in weight handling fees or Amazon FBA fees. So these mistakes may be done by Amazon, and it may happen. Okay, it may happen a lot of times. They may miscalculate your weight handling fees, your dimensions and all, and may put you in a different tier of products. And now instead of charging 200 rupees, they're charging you 400 rupees, just because they had done some mistakes and you had with the dimension calculations and all. So to file this type of complaints, you have the time period of 3 months, because you have to file it on order ID basis. You have to get the order ID that, okay, for this order ID, I was wrongly charged. That, okay, you have charged me more for this order ID, and you can also attach your dimension images, or simply you have the option to ask them for a remeasure of your products. You can do that, and you have a time period of 3 months to file the case against this type of mistakes. And this is the most and the maximum happening mistake that is done by Amazon. This happens the most of the times. So the maximum out of all the reimbursements we have discussed, all the problems, mistakes, this is happen more often. Now let's talk about how much refund or reimbursement can you get from Amazon. Now, before I go and talk about that, now there are a lot of type of reimbursement which we haven't talked. We have just discussed about the FBA side of things. Now, if you are doing easy ship, if you are doing self ship, then there is a lot of kind of reimbursements that you can get. So like Amazon has a kind of policy where if your return rate is more than 8%, they will charge you the weight handling fees, like the shipping charge. If it is more than 8%, then they will not charge you that. Now it has more to it. I will ask you to actually watch my detailed video. In that video, I have done a presentation and I have clearly stated all kinds of charges, reimbursement, return, refund, commissions, everything in detail. That is almost a 1 hour video. You can check it out if you want to know more about it, and if you're interested in selling on Amazon and you do not know about those charges. Now, how much return in terms of reimbursements can you get? So Amazon will obviously not give you your price that you purchase from your manufacturer. Suppose you are getting a product at 20 rupees, Amazon is not going to give you 20, it is going to give you a lot more. Trust me. Okay, now that creates a lot of confusions, obviously. So how much Amazon charges and how much Amazon gives you in reimbursement is, Amazon gives you a retail value of a product. That means if your product is selling for 1000 rupees, they will subtract as if it is sold to a customer. So they will subtract the Amazon fees, the FBA fees, and then they will return you the money. So obviously you are not here to spend the advertisement cost, that is you save it, and you also have the profits because Amazon fees is getting subtracted, FBA fees is only getting subtracted. So this is kind of reimbursement you can expect from Amazon, and I have all the detailed video regarding this topic in the description as well. Now, if you are planning to start selling on Amazon, there are two key things to every successful seller. You can achieve few crores per month in revenue if you follow these two things and if you can master these two things. Number one, if you can rank your product well without going out of stock, if you can manage that without going out of stock, if you can manage to keep your products in stock forever, you are going to succeed in Amazon. The second thing is, if you can manage to lower down your refunds, you are going to make a lot of profits in Amazon, and those few crores per month you can just crush those out. Now there are a few ways to we use to like lower down our refunds. We use a lot of incentives that we provide to our customers, and that is why they are not like so much motivated to get the refund and return our products. So these are the two key things that you can use and you have to master in order to master this Amazon selling game. So that's it, guys. I hope this video was really helpful. I'll see you again in the next video.